knoweth God. He that loveth not. What's the verdict of heaven about that person in verse 8? Now, please move with me. Move with me so that the congregation can move. He that loveth not. What is the verdict of the Bible with them? He knoweth not God. What of if he's the preacher of the church? He does not know God. What's the next secret of his life? The Bible say, for God is love. Now verse 9. In this was manifested the love of God towards us. Because that God sent his only Son into the world. You understand that? The Bible said the same way God demonstrated his love towards us by sending his Son. Romans 5:18, you remember it, that says, while we were yet enemies of God, he sent his Son to go and minister to us. That's love. He said, verse 8, not verse 18. Romans 5:8. Thank you for quickly getting there. He said that while we were yet sinners. Romans 5:8. Romans 5:8. God died for us. We were not his friends. We were not loyal to him. Christ died for us while we were yet sinners. So if we continue with that, I'm reading. I'm going to verse 12 before I stop that 1 John text. He said in verse 9, in this was the love of the Lord manifested towards us, because God sent his only begotten Son into the world that we might live through him. Verse 10, herein is love, not that we love God, but that he loved us and sent his only Son to be the propitiation for our sin. Beloved, if God so loved us, what should we do? We ought to love one another. And I want to take careful note on verse 12. Look at verse 12. No man has seen God at any time. If we love one another, God dwelling in us, and his love is made perfect in us. When we move from that to verse 19 of the same version, he said we loved before because he loved us. Verse 19 of the same verse. Verse 20 now put a rhetorical question. And I want to think about it and process it. If a man say I love God and hated his brother, what is his name in heaven? What of if he's sparing brother love on earth? What the Bible call his name? A liar. For he that loveth us his brother, not his brother whom he has seen. He put a question. How can how can he love God whom he has not seen? You know the meaning of this question? God is saying it's not possible. I have told you severally, and I will continue to say it. When God is raising questions, he's not raising questions to know. He knows all things. So be careful when somebody who knows an answer is asking you a question. The answer is in his belly already. So you can't confuse him. Maybe he has gotten an answer written down in what he call marking scheme. Or your parabolation where you are just trying to deceive me. Error, no, but he knows the answer. God knows the answer. He's putting it for you. I've told you several things. When God is asking questions, among others, he's asking questions because man is getting things wrong and he wants to bring them back. That's one of the reasons why God asks questions. Or man himself has become wrong. That became clear in the first question that God asked. Olójú gbogbo ayé tó rí gbogbo èèyàn was looking at Adam. Adam, where are you? How can he be asking that? But he was asking question because the guy has gotten something wrong. And he wanted the guy to know. So God doesn't ask question to know. Watch that off from your brain. He doesn't want to know. He knows already. So he's now asking, how can such a person love God whom he didn't see, hasn't seen? As far as Brother Peter is concerned, when he wrote one of his epistles in 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 8, he said, love is above all. 1 Peter 4:8. Love should be placed above all. It's a matter of first priority. Above all things. He said, and above all, love each other deeply. How should we love each other? Deeply. And What place should we put the love? Above all. Above all. And why? Love covereth multitudes of sins. If you are here, you have hatred for somebody, there is something you are missing that cannot allow you to get to God in any other area, no matter the sacrifice. You must love God. And I pray the Lord Almighty will help us in the name of Jesus Christ. In Leviticus 19 verse 18, God put this law among his laws for his people when he clearly said through the leadership at that time, Brother Moses, in chapter 19 verse 18, that he said, "Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people." All of if they offend you, you shouldn't bear grudge against them. You should not. But love your neighbor as yourself. He put a seal on it. I am the Lord. The Lord has spoken. Love your neighbor. Thou shalt not grudge anybody. The reason what he did to me yesterday is the reason why I'm still doing bong bong. That's what my people say. I don't know the meaning of bong bong in English. Still doing bong bong to him. That's why he cannot see my face. Thou shalt not grudge your brother. Thou shalt not grudge your sister. I am the Lord. In a place he told them, I'm in your camp. Don't do as if you don't recognize me. And the Lord will help us in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Let me begin and try to put it into his shape by referring to what Jesus Christ says in Matthew